Love him or hate him, Paddy, the Paddy Pimblett is one of the most electrifying fighters in the UFC today. From highlight reel knockouts to jaw-dropping submissions, this Scouser has taken the fight world by storm. But beyond the octagon, there's a whole other side to Paddy: his rise from Cage Warriors champion to UFC star, his family life, and his million-dollar deals. So, what makes Paddy Pimblett the most talked-about name in MMA? Let's dive in. Paddy, the Paddy Pimblett's rise to fame has been nothing short of electrifying. Born on January 3, 1995, in Liverpool, England, Paddy was always an energetic and athletic child. His early years were filled with football, but everything changed when he discovered mixed martial arts at the age of 14. Inspired by UFC fights, he joined Next Generation MMA, a gym known for producing top-tier talent. From the moment he started training, Paddy was hooked, dedicating himself to the sport with an unmatched passion. At just 17 years old, he made his professional debut in October 2012, announcing himself to the MMA world with a dominant first-round TKO victory. His early career was spent fighting in local promotions, where he quickly built a reputation as a fearless and aggressive competitor. However, it was in Cage Warriors, one of Europe's most respected MMA promotions, that Paddy truly made his mark. In 2016, he won the Cage Warriors Featherweight Championship, defeating Johnny Fracci in front of an electric hometown crowd in Liverpool. This victory cemented his status as one of the UK's top prospects, drawing comparisons to former Cage Warriors champion Conor McGregor. But Paddy wasn't content with just one title. After some time in the featherweight division, he moved up to lightweight, chasing bigger challenges and tougher opponents. His impressive performances in Cage Warriors caught the attention of the UFC, and in 2021 he finally got the call to join the biggest stage in MMA. Paddy made his UFC debut on September 4, 2021, against Luigi Vendramini and wasted no time making an impact. After a wild back-and-forth start, he secured a first-round knockout, sending the crowd into a frenzy and earning a Performance of the Night bonus. Since then, Paddy has continued his undefeated run in the UFC's lightweight division, racking up multiple wins and solidifying himself as one of the promotion's biggest rising stars. His exciting fighting style, combined with his larger-than-life personality, has made him a fan favorite. Whether it's his post-fight interviews, hilarious social media presence, or his ability to put on a show inside the octagon, Paddy, the Paddy Pimblett has quickly become one of the most talked-about fighters in the sport. Paddy Pimblett's fighting style is what makes him such a dangerous and exciting competitor inside the octagon. Unlike many British fighters who primarily rely on striking, Paddy is a well-rounded mixed martial artist with a strong background in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, BJJ, and high-pressure striking. His unpredictability makes him a nightmare for opponents, as he can finish fights both on the feet and on the ground. A black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Paddy has developed an elite submission game that has led to 10 of his 21 professional victories ending via submission. Whether it's a rear-naked choke, triangle choke, or armbar, he has the ability to capitalize on any mistake his opponent makes. One of his most famous submission victories came during his Cage Warriors days, where he executed a stunning flying triangle, a move rarely seen at the highest levels of MMA. But Paddy is not just a grappling specialist. His striking is wild, aggressive, and unpredictable. He's known for his ability to absorb shots and keep moving forward, throwing looping punches and heavy combinations to break down his opponents. His UFC debut against Luigi Vendramini showcased this perfectly. Despite getting clipped early in the fight, Paddy pushed forward with relentless pressure, eventually landing a powerful right hook that secured a first-round knockout victory. One of the most impressive aspects of Paddy's game is his cardio and durability. He thrives in chaotic fights, where he drags his opponents into deep waters and overwhelms them with his relentless pace. His confidence inside the cage is another major weapon. He often taunts his opponents, keeping the energy high and forcing them to engage on his terms. Despite his success, some critics have pointed out holes in his defensive striking. Paddy has been known to leave his chin open when exchanging punches, which has led to him taking unnecessary damage in fights. However, he has continuously worked on improving this aspect of his game, making adjustments with every fight. With his exciting mix of striking, grappling, and non-stop pressure, Paddy Pimblett has become one of the most thrilling fighters to watch. Whether he's securing a highlight reel submission or delivering a knockout blow, fans know that when Paddy steps into the octagon, fireworks are guaranteed. Outside of the cage, Paddy Pimblett's personal life is just as captivating as his fighting career. Born and raised in Liverpool, England, Paddy has always embraced his Scouse identity, bringing his hometown's passion and energy into everything he does. While many fighters keep their personal lives private, Paddy has always been open about his relationships, family, and the people who have supported him along the way. In 2023, Paddy married his longtime partner, Laura Gregory, in a stunning wedding at Peckforton Castle in the UK. The couple had been together for over a decade before tying the knot, and their love story has been well documented through Laura's social media. One of the most memorable moments in their relationship was Paddy's proposal in Thailand in 2020, where he got down on one knee and popped the question in a beautiful, tropical setting. Their family grew even bigger in April 2024, when Paddy and Laura welcomed their twin baby girls, Betsy and Margot. The news of their birth was shared by Paddy himself, who posted an emotional message on social media, saying, "April 17, 2024, the day our lives changed forever. All worth it for you two perfect little girls." Despite the chaos of being a professional fighter, Paddy has made it clear that family comes first. He often shares heartfelt messages about Laura and their daughters, showing a softer side that contrasts with his wild personality in the octagon. Whether it's his wedding, his growing family, or his deep connection to Liverpool, Paddy Pimblett is more than just a fighter. He's a devoted husband, a proud father, and a man who never forgets his roots. Paddy Pimblett's UFC career has been nothing short of spectacular, and his future in the organization looks brighter than ever. Since making his UFC debut in September 2021, Paddy has remained undefeated in the lightweight division, racking up 5 consecutive wins and proving that he belongs among the sport's elite. His first fight in the UFC against Luigi Vendramini set the tone for his career, an explosive first-round knockout that earned him a Performance of the Night bonus. That momentum carried over into his next fights, where he continued to showcase his aggressive striking and dangerous submission game. Wins over Casiela Vargas, Jordan Levitt, and Jared Gordon further solidified his place as one of the most exciting fighters in the organization. Despite the criticism, Paddy remained confident, brushing off the doubters and promising even better performances in the future. Most recently, in 2023, Paddy faced UFC veteran Tony Ferguson, a legend in the lightweight division. While Ferguson was past his prime, the fight was still a massive test for Paddy, as it proved he could handle the pressure of fighting big names. He passed the test with a solid decision victory, extending his UFC record to 5-0 and his overall MMA record to 21-3. Looking ahead, Paddy's UFC contract is set to expire after his upcoming fight against King Green at UFC 304, but he has made it clear that he has no intention of leaving the organization. In a recent interview, he stated, "It goes without saying, I wouldn't want to go to a different organization. UFC is the cream of the crop." With his growing popularity, undefeated UFC record, and improvements in his game, Paddy is on the verge of breaking into the lightweight division's top rankings. If he continues his winning streak, a title shot could be in his future, making him one of the most exciting prospects in the UFC today. Paddy Pimblett's success in the UFC has not only made him a fan favorite but has also turned him into a millionaire. As of 2024, his net worth is estimated to be around $5 million, a figure that continues to grow with every fight, sponsorship deal, and business opportunity. One of the biggest contributors to his wealth is his 7-figure sponsorship deal with Barstool Sports. In 2021, Barstool signed Paddy to an exclusive deal, recognizing his marketability and charisma. The partnership has been a massive success, with Paddy frequently appearing on Barstool's platforms, engaging in interviews, social media content, and promotions that extend beyond the octagon. Aside from Barstool, Paddy has landed multiple sponsorships from brands that align with his image. Some of his biggest sponsors include Slick Gorilla, Apex Fightwear, and Arise Media, all of which have invested heavily in Paddy's brand. His social media presence and outspoken personality make him one of the most marketable fighters in the UFC today. In terms of fight earnings, Paddy has already banked over $510,000 in prize money from his UFC career alone. His salary per fight is around $125,000, and that's before factoring in bonuses, pay-per-view cuts, and sponsorship earnings. With multiple Performance of the Night bonuses, he has consistently boosted his earnings with exciting finishes. But Paddy isn't just focused on making money, he has also used his platform to give back to the community. He has expressed his desire to help people in need, particularly in his hometown of Liverpool. His foundation, the Paddy Foundation, is dedicated to supporting struggling individuals and making a difference in their lives. After one of his UFC victories, he even stated, "If I had Conor McGregor's money, I'd make sure every person in Liverpool was fed." With his popularity skyrocketing, major brand deals rolling in, and fight purses increasing, Paddy Pimblett is well on his way to becoming one of the biggest financial success stories in the UFC. As his career continues to thrive, so will his bank account, making him one of the most financially successful British fighters in MMA history.